We're squatting today, guys. New mesocycle. We ditched out the reverse lunge. We decided to go a little meathead. It's not the best runner exercise. It's still a good runner exercise. It's not the best, but it's an excellent strength exercise. We're still gonna be killing the hex bar. We're switching over to bilateral, and this guy has tight quads, so he's gonna get an earful from me, and he's gotta start stretching after every run. And so do you.
Mark? Or the people on the camera?
First. I just go like. Hey.
Oh, I can't.
Hey.
I can't.
Bro, you gotta stretch it, all right? So your hip flexor is just super tight.
Jammed up, yeah.
Jammed up. And it's really because your quad is tight. So you just need to loosen up those quads. You loosen up your quads, hip goes away, we're good. If you're gonna spend real time training, you're gonna have to spend real time devoted to recovery. You're gonna have to foam roll, you're gonna have to run the Theragun, you're gonna have to do massages, you're gonna have to do the extra work, and you're gonna have to stretch. And stretching's boring as shit. Most people don't do it. I'm not talking about take a generic yoga class. I'm talking about stretch the specific area, which if you're a runner and you're lifting, it's probably your quad.
So that's how I felt when I was running though. I felt like my stomach was pushing out.
Yeah.
Is that
because you don't have a strong abdominal here,
to
right?
keep it?
Yeah. I'm gonna be a little critical on you today, okay? A couple things. I need you to stretch. The other thing you need to recognize is that your core needs to strengthen. And so when we do things like dead bugs or we do stuff like core, you gotta throw in when you're outside of here, and this is on me, best part's on me. I didn't do a good job of also just forcing you to do more transverse abdominals. So on your own, I don't want you just to do the beautiful abdominals that you got you where you are in life. I need you to do the other stuff, the transverse. So I want you to do that too. That's my job to program that for you. What I want to impress upon you is when we're doing transverse abdominals here, whether it's the anti-rotation stuff like that, serious business. It's just as serious as when we're hitting that deadlift. It might not hit the camera reel and it might not be as big deal to people.
But I feel like I do that well.
You do well. Just take it to like where I'm not joking around with Mark or Jake. Like I'm gonna this fucking thing.
God, why do you train with this guy? It's crazy. Why do people squat to a bench sometimes?
So they shouldn't squat to a bench, but they could box squat, right? Which is where controlled, sit, come up. Squatting to a bench, like that's the dumbest thing ever.
People do that, right, a lot?
Yeah, unless you have a past injury and you have some like knee issues, it's a good way to like protect yourself just in case, right? But box squat is
what does box squat do?
Box squat is really good if you power lift in a suit. Right, so if you use a suit when you squat, that's the best way to actually improve your squatted suit. So powerlifters
like a double-breasted?
Yeah, exactly.
Or ace. What kind of suit, dude? Like a wetsuit? Birthday suit? Be specific. But no joke, my wife was like, bro, you are thick right now.
Thick.
I am thick. Thick. Feels really weird. Last night she's like, bro, your ass is huge. I'm like, I thought you wanted me to be big.
No, your ass did get big. Like probably like ass and hamstring.
Well, I noticed it yesterday when I put on like pants because I had to go to a meeting.
Your quadriceps started to get bigger, but your ass and your hamstrings definitely came first.
My ass is huge. My pants didn't button. I was like, oh my God. I like it, but I don't like it because now I gotta buy new shit. She's like, stop wearing small, you can't wear smalls anymore. I'm like,
over here.
I'm not a 29 waist anymore, it's crazy. So my ass got so big. Let me just get these gains and we'll leave. I'm pissed, but these legs are growing. That's basically Jake.
That's exactly.
I hate him, but my ass and my legs are jacked. So I'll meet you in 35.
My wife told me I'm thick, but I don't like this guy at all.
Told me to a bar.
315 squat, triple.
Whoa! What's gonna be our plan for the next couple weeks?
315 squat, triple. Wow. You're also gonna hit 500?
Yeah.
Single, we're gonna do some heavy singles. He's gonna hit 500. We're gonna hit 315 for triple. This guy's gonna get off the charts fucking strong. And number one thing I need you to do, your accessory stuff, stretch that quad.
And the accessory stuff is something I've always fucking sucked at.
Yeah, and we need to be on top of it.
Yeah,
which
I don't want to get hurt.
Also, too, my job is. Like, his job is to go do it, but my job is to make sure he did it, right? And then he's got to really work on that transverse because look at, it's not getting any better. As he gets a little bit bigger, this dorsalis is getting even more apparent, right? Part of that is an illusion because his butt got bigger, but part of it is just too, he's a bigger human being. He's gonna start to have those asymmetries are gonna become more apparent.
How does someone do this at home? This one.
tough.
band?
Like a band is not going to cut it.
No, it's not gonna be strong enough.
Not going to be strong enough. And to keep it the same way every time, the same amount of tension, it's difficult. Long arm. But there are other exercises I can give you, like that unilateral glute press. When you do chest on your own, do that.
Oh yeah.
So we were just talking about how gains sneak up on you, right?
For sure.
So 1 second Brian thought he looked bigger, and now he's like, damn, I'm big, right? It's very common, whether it's with weight loss or muscle gain, that you just have periods where you just have rapid drop on the scale, like it's like kind of wavering, and then there's a massive drop. Or when it comes to building results, like putting on muscle, you think it, and then all of a sudden, like, what the heck's happening, right? The key for you is to work through those periods, like to continue progressing forward, because that's how it is. It's not linear. Progress, whether increasing muscle or losing fat, it's not linear. Right? So expect spikes, expect upticks, but week over week, month over month, you're gonna see changes if you work through it.
I love you, but one thing I
275.
don't like about you as a
275.
trainer is you don't ever tell me the weight.
275. If it motivates you, but you also get scared. Doesn't he get a little frightened sometimes when I tell him?
Upper body, not at all, bro.
No, you don't, but we're not doing upper body. This is 275 and I want 6.
God. Let's go.
I'm gonna say down, down, down. I'll tell you up, up, up.
This is my heaviest one.
Okay, move your feet apart. Good, ready? Go. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. Keep them up. Good. Down, 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 down. Up. Good, do it again. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. Good. Ready? Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. Good. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up.
One more.
Work. Yep. Down, 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 down. So down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. Oh
my God.
I see a guy who hit 275 for a 6. That's the most he's ever squatted before. It's good. That's good. Did he need to even be able to do that? No. He'll be able to blow through 315 pretty soon. So first we're going to do with this bar. This is more quad focused.
That was the heaviest I've ever in my life.
Squat. Period.
God. That's heavy.
How hard?
It's hard.
Adductor. You feel that inside of the thigh?
No.
Good.
Not at all.
Good. That's what I want.
That just felt comfortable for me.
Yeah, so we get a lot of questions about like where should the feet be. I think the most important thing, guys, is if you have like a little bit of like toe pointing outwards, will there be more glute in it? Yeah, technically. Do I think it makes a big difference? No. But if you start getting to like a crazy place like this and you're squatting like that, it's probably what's actually not happening is you're not getting depth. Because I have very good mobility and I can't get to depth there, I can get to depth here, right? So as long as doing this doesn't impede you from being able to do this, which is getting depth, you're perfectly fine. It doesn't make a difference. With Brian, like the way I see him, does he push out his knees a little bit? Yeah, but he's still got to here. Not a big deal at all. No, move your feet apart a little more. Good squat. Yeah, keep your chest up though. You do a better job keeping your chest up when you squat. Okay, do it again.
It's really wild. I never squatted in my life until last year. First time ever squatting. Ever in my life.
Yeah.
Never.
When people are telling you, you know, like the Bulgarian split squats aren't the way to get your legs bigger, they're wrong, but also two, they're pointing to like stuff like this, like you gotta squat heavy. And is that necessarily true? No, but you need a bilateral exercise that you're really loading it up. So put it in other words, you need a hack squat or a squat or a
what about leg press?
You need some bilateral movement that you can really load up. By the way, for most people, I would actually say doing leg press properly is better. For almost everybody, the hack squat, we've talked about this, the hack squat's the best option. So we're gonna go over here, we're gonna do some volume with this machine now. We're gonna pump it out. I like this machine, it's a Kaiser, it's good for athletes, it's okay for hypertrophy. It's not ideal. Press up, get closer here, press. Stand up, good. Okay, put your feet back a little bit, good. I want you to push your hips through, bend your knees, and squat. Good, up, good. Good, move your feet apart a little bit. Now, put your toes in. I'm gonna force him to point his toes in on this movement. Go. There we go, baby. Force those knees to work. Force those knees to bend.
They're not?
Just keep doing what I'm telling you to do. Thank you, sir. We can talk about it in a minute. Good. Push those knees forward.
Want to have more?
Yep. Come down the same way you went up every time. Thank you. Walk yourself out. Nice job. Thank you. Thanks for being coachable there too. I know I didn't get your answer. So a couple things, right? Is he laughing at me?
No.
Thanks for being coachable. A couple things. You want to really force those knees to work. I want you to push that S back because I want to make those quads of yours work. Your quads try to shirk off and not work. It's okay. We just need to.
So when that happens, what muscle takes over?
So there's other things that can take over. The adductor, which is why you used to get your adductor very intensely, and just really trying to force your glutes to work, right?
So now that my adductor is not getting activated,
it's not getting as tight.
what does that mean?
It means it's a good thing. It means we have room to grow your quads.
But now it's not relying on that.
It's not relying on that.
So the legs did get stronger.
I want your legs to get stronger. Your legs are getting bigger, bro. I mean, don't you see his quads are bigger? But your quads could be bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? Not just bigger, but I mean the potential for what we're hitting every time we hit the session, they have the potential to grow.
I just want to go like that, like those guys.
Yeah, I want that for you too.
How do they do that? I've never had that. I did dead bugs the other day, actually. So my son now is making me sleep on his floor before he goes to bed. So
Why?
I was like,
scared?
He's just scared. So like, if I'm gonna sit there on the floor, I was like, I'm just gonna do dead bugs.
Come over here.
While I'm doing.
Come over here.
While I'm gonna.
Come on up.
While I'm gonna be on the floor. So I was doing dead bugs, and I was really trying to suck my abs back.
I want you to get into a split squat like you were going to jet off. I'm gonna take this.
Ooh, I like that. Okay. Arms long.
Arms long. He's gonna get into a position like he's a sprinter. He's going to hinge here, right at his waist. He's gonna get his glute. Make sure you have enough space away. I'm gonna feel my glute. My glute's already into drive. I grab it. As I pull over, I'm gonna feel my glute engage. I'm gonna feel all throughout my transverse, and I'm gonna feel my oblique. Honestly, if we're gonna get Brian to the next level, I hate to say this too, because we're gonna hit that 500-pound deadlift, but it's starting to be less about actually the cool stuff, and it's gonna be more about this kind of stuff. Guys, rep speed, does it matter? I like tempo reps for beginners. The reason I like tempo reps for beginners is because when you're new at something, you're not skilled at it. You can't accurately do it. If you look at a chef, when they cut, they're cutting incredibly fast. Are they at risk? No. If you went home and you tried to cut a carrot like that, you might end up in the emergency room. Same thing is true with tempo of reps. When you're new at something, take your time, get used to it. But for advanced trainees, do I care about the tempo of the rep? Absolutely not. That doesn't apply to 90% of you. So for 90% of you, take your time. If you don't feel the intended muscle group, slow it down. Think about your setup, think about your posture, execute. When you feel the muscle, when you know what you're doing, go ahead and go lights out fast. I don't have any problem growing my back. I don't have any problem growing my shoulders. So I'll go ahead and go through the rep. I won't take my time with it. When I'm training chest, my traps overactivate, my delts overactivate, so I have to really stay in scapular retraction and I have to really control the movement. This is a lot of transverse abdominis with some hip flexor. He needs to strengthen his hip flexor. Keep that leg straight. Beautiful, Brian. Push the knees back, chest higher. Good. Weight behind you, aggressively throw. That's it, bro. Yep, beautiful. Yep, pump those knees out. Push through the ground to come up. Reach back, push the knee up. My hand's gonna be here to remember, just stand up. Yep, that's it, just stand up. That's your cue, right there. That's it. That's way better. Killer. Dude, nice. Nice job, Ryan.
Bro, it's heavy.